Well, now he's absent, so now, I mean, that makes huge, I mean.
You can watch videos.
Yeah, that's what I did when I was young.
Yeah.
Because that one day that I was sick, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't do anything. I was just sitting there.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't.
No, yeah, if you're really like, I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, I didn't wanna not be able to rest of the next day. Don't worry, I didn't have COVID though. I got a test.
No.
So.
We bought at-home tests because the last time Griffey was sick, and we have like a 2-pack, so we have like COVID tests ready to go at home. And I guess those are supposed to be like pretty accurate. I don't know. It seems kind of.
Yeah, I can always see why not.
Recently, someone got tested, or someone they know got tested, and they sent back. Oh, Gail Carter, her grandma got tested, and her results came back negative. But then we were like, oh, we messed up and we switched gears to someone else's test, so she's positive.
Oh, that's gonna be.
Or she looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially like grandma.
Yeah.
We don't want.
This is a cool grandma.
Okay. We don't want grandmas to get COVID. Not that I want anyone.
My grandma stays in the house.
My grandma's fearless. She isn't here.
Yo, little grandma.
Yeah. Yeah, she really like, it's like, I get it. I don't know, she doesn't care.
My grandma is not.
Like, at first they were scared.
No one's supporting you.
My mom, like, was like really scared at first. But like now she is.
Yeah, like last Christmas we didn't see Mr. Donahue's mom at all. Like,
Oh, really?
I think we met her like outside somewhere, like to see her for Christmas. Like, but now we see her all the time. But last year it was kind of like at that point we didn't know much, but also I felt like we were so germy being in school. Like, I'm like if anyone's carrying this thing, it's like us. Like, like.
Yeah.
All right. So, our sections, we had 4 sections. Now 9-2, we did the 2 days. So that was when we learned the long way and then the short way for derivative. But in 9-1, this is where we talked about average rate of change. And so that's when we find like the slope between a curve. And so essentially what this was it's just an approximation of, so if I have like a line like this, I'd be finding the slope from here to here. It's just an approximation. So we were able to use our slope formula essentially, like we found what the y value was for each x value and just did y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So average rate of change was essentially just slope of a curve.
I don't know when it's supposed to give them back. Do you still have her card?
For what?
Oh, you know me?
I was right there.
He came back. Unharmed.
What'd you get on that?
Slip under the door. Huh? Just slowly slip under. Just one by one every day for break.
What do you have?
He has magnets. You know how he always hangs up magnets in the room? You probably don't know. But he gets a magnet like basically everywhere he goes and he'll hang up in his room. And during psych he told us about a devious lick that someone did, like him and his students did like a long time ago. And then we're like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, I don't really care as long as it's not harmless. So we took magnets off his board one by one. He had 13 and he didn't even notice until there was 5 left.
But now you still have them, so now it has.
And then he thought Bennett took them, but then recently like
Even for you.
we all had him convinced. I think deep down he knew it. He didn't do it, but
Where's his class? I never see anyone in there.
Not anymore. He was only like the first quarter or whatever.
So what's?
yeah. So I don't know how and when I'm supposed to give him back. I'll just look over his door. Maybe.
Yeah. But they have AR.
Yeah, I go in there for AR.
Okay, then you can put the magnet in the door back on the board.
Or just. Okay.
Or every day I'll make an excuse I have to go back to Mr. Sanders.
I could get you in there.
Alright.
All right. I got ways. All right. So we learned how to find the derivative in 9-2. And we learned the long way, so the limit way is the long way. And then we also learned the short way, so that's where we did that power rule. Again, I just need you guys to do the long way one time. And so I have an example of that on our review of what that looks like. If we need to end up going through that together, that's fine. And then like I kind of feel like 9.3 and 9.4 are just more of kind of the same things. In 9.3, we talked more about like velocity. So the fact that velocity is the derivative. We did some estimated derivatives of graphs, so we like sketched the graph of a derivative. And this is going to be, this is kind of an estimate. So we had talked about this, like, we were trying to estimate the slope at different points, and we talked about it, and like Stone said, well, what if my slope was like a little bit different? And I said, on a graph, if his was a half and mine was 1, we're going to be so close on our graph anyhow. It's an estimate of, like, basically is it positive or negative, is it 0, kind of looking for those different like features. And then in 9.4, this is where we learned about acceleration. And we've learned that like each of these functions get like simpler and simpler. So we kind of like being able to use, I think, like go to velocity and acceleration. Acceleration can be just a number. It also could be 0. So just kind of watching out for that. All right, questions? All right, I'll give you guys time to work here. Again, if we want to go through anything, we can today. Otherwise, we can always tomorrow. I think you guys should, after seeing the review and working, and again, making your cheat sheet, hopefully everything is good. And you guys feel ready. Otherwise, we can always talk about it.